There's an experiment that reveals something profound about human nature. Researchers place a piece of meat inside a small metal cage. They bring in a dog first. The dog approaches with curiosity. It sniffs, nudges, and paws at the bars. It gives the challenge a brief attempt, and then stops. It turns around and looks at the human in the room, silently asking for help. Dogs evolved alongside humans. They learned that humans solve problems for them. Asking for help is part of their survival strategy. Then the researchers reset the test. Same cage, same piece of meat. This time they bring in a wolf. The wolf enters with focus. It doesn't look back, it doesn't wait, it doesn't assume anyone else will intervene. It tries, and when that doesn't work, it tries again. Then it tries differently. Claws, teeth, weight, persistence. The wolf keeps adjusting, pushing, pulling, scraping, shaking. It explores angles a dog would never imagine. It refuses to stop until the cage opens. The difference is striking. The dog looks for help. The wolf looks for a solution, and this difference mirrors the way many people pursue their goals. Most people behave like the dog. They try for a moment. They meet resistance. Then they look around for someone else to guide them, fix the issue, or point the way. Not out of weakness, out of conditioning. People are taught to seek permission or reassurance long before they learn to trust themselves. But the wolf represents another approach, a mindset built on self-sufficiency, resilience, and a refusal to wait for rescue when things get tough. Being the wolf does not mean rejecting help. It does not mean refusing collaboration. Collaboration is powerful and necessary. Great things are rarely built alone, but collaboration becomes meaningful only after someone has fought long enough to understand their own vision. Many people ask for support too early, before they've explored their own ideas, before they've pushed through confusion, before they've truly tried. They reach outward before they reach inward. But those who embody the wolf stay with the problem longer. They push deeper. They experiment. They try things that feel unusual, uncomfortable, or unlikely. They develop trust in their own instincts by testing them. And when someone finally does need help, it comes from a place of momentum, not dependence. Something interesting happens when a person fights through the early stages of a goal. Once they know what they want, the right collaborators appear. The teammates, the partners, the supporters, they show up exactly when they're useful, and not a moment sooner. The wolf teaches that the first steps on any meaningful path belong to the individual. The early battle with the cage, the frustration, the experimentation, the uncertainty, that's where clarity is forged. That's where vision is shaped. That's where self-trust is earned. So when a challenge appears, when the work becomes difficult, and the impulse to ask for help rises quickly, pause, stay with the fight a little longer, push through the moment where most people quit. Try a new angle. Try something that feels wrong. Try something that feels desperate. That is often where breakthroughs hide. This is how skill develops. This is how identity sharpens. This is how someone discovers what they are truly capable of. And once the effort is real, once the individual has pushed as far as they can, then help becomes powerful. Help becomes meaningful. Help becomes partnership instead of rescue. The message is simple. Don't look back the moment things get hard. Don't assume someone else knows better. Don't outsource your potential. Begin with self-sufficiency. Begin with determination. Begin with your own problem solving and persistence, because once a person is clear on what they want, the collaborators will come. But the first swing, the first struggle, the first breakthrough, those belong to the individual alone, to the creator, to the visionary. Push through the self-doubt and the pain and the fear until you have something you are truly in love with, and then set it aside, wait a while, and come back to it. And if you're still in love with that thing you created, then bring in the helpers, the collaborators, the fellow creatives. Then you will have achieved your vision, and they can help you fully realize it. Trust yourself. Trust your inner wolf. He is more powerful than you think. When the cage stands between you and the thing you want, be the wolf. Stay with the fight. Trust your instincts and tear the cage open yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's continue the journey together in the next video. Cold fire theory. Pain is the match. Discipline is the fire.